Then it was like, this like March though. This March. Then it was like, okay, after paying me to talk to me for a little while, it was, can I see you? Can I see you? And I'm like, you really gonna have to pay me then, like, I want this, this, and this. And bitch, we gonna do this. We gonna go to eat and like that type of thing. And then you getting the fuck away from me, like type shit or whatever. And you gotta pay me. Like, it was all about the money for me. I'm fucked up out here. So shit, it's whatever. It ain't whatever. I take that completely the fuck back. It ain't never whatever for me. Okay. But since that was somebody that I was already dealing with, and even though he was the reason I was in the position I was in, I kind of started feeling like I was taking my power back by dictating how it would go or what you got to do or pay me, like kind of demeaning them to have them in my presence or something like that, have me in his presence, shall I say, and things like that. So it went like that. Boom. He didn't care. He was cool with it. We was cool. Shit was cool. So we cool. And he talking to me at this point all the time. You know what I'm saying? But not able to see me unless I say so, which I'm not really saying so. What's, and stuff like that. So he said he talking. Then one day I just was not talking. I ain't want to talk. So I stopped talking to him. So, well, it was just like this one day. I just didn't talk. I didn't feel like answering. I didn't want to talk. It started feeling like it was getting back into being something like a relationship. And I just was like, this is fucked up. And bitch, you stupid. Like, damn. So I kind of just fell back. And he fucking went crazy, of course. Went fucking crazy. The same belligerent, nonstop email calling. Now by this time he got my number, so he nonstop calling, emailing, and I ended up blocking everything. Bloom. Get to that's March, shit, April, goddamn May. So now we at June, and it's Father's Day. And I hadn't really been fucking with him or talking to him or none of that. And, he just was like, man, I'm kind of fucked up, sad, motherfuckers, ain't doing shit for me. It's Father's Day. I want to be able to, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, well, fuck it. You want to hang out with me and Terrence? Shit. So he like, can I, and I'm like, yeah, but you got to give me some money, fill up the tank, buy a bottle, all the things. So he like, all right, cool. Now we go get the bottle. And he bought the groceries and shit too, because I was cooking for Terrence. I was cooking for everybody, so including him. So he got some of the groceries and shit. Terrence sent me the rest of the money for the groceries. Him and him spent half on the groceries. He bought the bottle, and that was it. So he didn't give me the money yet. I kind of should have knew someone right because he didn't give me the money up front, and normally I take the money up front. So we get to Terrence's house. They break down the bottle. They drinking and shit. I'm grilling. We vibing. He come in the kitchen and he like, you want some of this liquor or whatever? And I'm like, no, because don't forget I got to do them 10 lift rides before 5 a.m. So I'm going to wait to drink to after that. After I do the lift rides, if I have time to drink. You know what I'm saying? He's like, all right, cool. I had bought me a mason jar with a lid on it, with a handle on it. And I'm like, just put me some in here. And I put it in the freezer. Boom. He put the bottle on the dining room table. All throughout that day, the bottle was in the living room on the table. So when I got the bottle, I moved it and put it back in the living room. So when he had went to the bathroom, when he come out the bathroom, he like, you move my bottle, like pulling me to the side, like, you move my bottle, you don't got no right to touch my bottle. But I'm like, yo, here you go. So now I'm knowing the liquor kicking in, the bottle more than halfway gone. So I'm like, and it's only him and Terrence drinking at this point. So I'm like, oh my fucking God, here we go. You can't even hold your fucking composure, bro. Like, you gonna fuck up Father's Day and shit. So he trying his best to maneuver through his emotions and shit. It ain't really working out for him though. So, how did it go? I take him outside to have a one-on-one conversation with him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, gee, I'm not gonna play with you today. Like, on my soul, I'm not gonna play with you at all. You gonna get your shit together, act like you got some fucking sense. You know what I'm saying? So he like, okay. So we go back in and he chilling. He vibing. He laughing at jokes. And more people than came now. Our other homies and shit. Again, I get catered to. Period. I don't like, what the fuck? So I'm in the house and he's sitting next to me. So I say, Martise, can you go to the car and get my smoke and my blunt? And he like, I need a minute. So when he said I need a minute, I took that as, right now I'm feeling confrontational and I don't want to do what you asked me to do, which is kind of like how I go with us. And so I was like, okay. And then I looked across, and it was Peanut was sitting across from me. So I said, Peanut, can you go to my car and get the blunt and the weed? He like, yeah. He got up and went and got it. So Martise looked like, the fuck. He like, I gotta pee. If I go pee, is you gonna protect me? And I was so confused and appalled by the question. How in the fuck would I protect you while what the fuck you want me to do? Hold your penis or something? Like, what type of stupid ass shit is that to say? Like, that shit irritated me. So I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up. Like, how in the fuck I'm gonna protect you while you peeing? Like, I'm confused. In hindsight, I feel like he was saying, if I leave out of this, are you fucking dude? Since he went and did what you told him to do like that, are you having sex with him? If I leave out of this room, is y'all finna be googly eyed, hugging and kissing? That's how I took it in hindsight. But in the moment, I didn't understand what the fuck he was saying. So now he overly mad that Peanut did that. Now he go sit in the car. He sit in the car. I leave his ass sit in the car. I don't even give a damn. I'm doing what I'm doing. So when I get to the car, okay, I get in my mind I say, I'm trying to keep the peace. You feel me? It's a holiday. Like, motherfuckers trying to vibe out, bro. Like, I might even let this nigga eat the cakes tonight. He gonna have to pay me, but he can eat the cakes. Fuck it, I want them ate. So this how I'm thinking. So I'm like, let me go outside and try to butter this nigga up. So I go out there. As soon as I open the car door, he, bitch, you gonna pay tonight. I'm like, oh my fucking God. I closed that door and went right back in the house. Now, when I came out to check on him, I seen that the lights was on the truck. So that, in my mind, told me that he had the car key. So boom, I go back in the house. Now I'm in the house for like 5 minutes and I hear the car alarm going off. And I'm like, he trying to tell me to come back outside. It ain't fucking finna happen. So I stay in there. Now it's about 15 minutes go by. The alarm still going off. I go out there like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? And he like, I don't have the fucking keys. And I'm like, oh shit, I thought you had the keys this whole time. So I go back in the house, look for the keys. They in my purse. Boom, go cut the alarm off. Boom. Now it's close to 10 something at night, and I'm like, I gotta do 10 rides. I need to go ahead and start doing these motherfuckers before it get to 5 a.m. and I only did 8 or something. So I'm like, come on, we finna go do these rides. I'm finna tell you now, you need to be the fuck cool. At the moment a passenger get in this car, you better shut the fuck up, sit the fuck back, take your motherfucking hat off and say hello. Do not be intimidating or none of that shit. You're not finna fuck up my score or none of that. So boom. He agrees, and he did that. If it wasn't nobody in the car, that nigga was going crazy. The moment some motherfucking body got in that car, he sat there and act like wasn't nothing going on. So I did too. So I finished my rides out. Once I finished my rides out, I knew for a fact I wasn't finna fuck with him. So I tried to take him to his hotel room. I take him to the hotel room. When I get to his hotel room, he tell me to get out with him. I'm not getting out and going no motherfucking way, sir. You get your ass up out of here. So he like, hell no. Bitch, you coming with me. Nah. The rest is the video y'all got. I didn't start recording him until we had left, till we had already got on Cicero. I took him to his hotel room, which was located in Indiana, okay? The crib we was at was in Park Forest, okay? So I drove from Park Forest, I'm sorry, not Park Forest, but that's where we was at when we started doing the Lyft rides. Wherever the last Lyft drop off was, that's what that was at. I don't remember, but I took his ass to his hotel room. He wouldn't get out. He belligerent. Didn't want to get out. Bitch, you coming in here with me? Blah, blah, all such shit. So absolutely fucking not. You tweaked out, bitch. I'm not dealing with it. Get the fuck out of my car. And my man, I'm never finna see your ass again. On God. So he steady going crazy. So I end up just pulling off with his ass. Like, I'm not finna sit out here and fucking argue with you. It was 30 minutes went by. You still sitting here tonight. You bitch coming here with me. I pull off. And I'll pull off fast and tell. So now I'm heading towards the city. I'm like, man, you gonna get the fuck out? Bitch, I ain't going over there. I bet shit. So I took his ass on Cicero. Went to Cicero. Motherfucking down by Red Roof Inn on Cicero. Fucking sat out there for about 20-30 minutes. Pulled off, went to another little rinky-dink hotel parking lot. Sat there for about another 20-30 minutes and thought about it like, I need to go somewhere where people coming in and out at. I don't need to be in these dark-ass parking lots with this nigga by myself. So I took his ass up the street to White Castle's parking lot. White Castle's 24 hours is on Cicero, is light as hell, and the drive-thru is partially in the front. So I went there, sat right there for hours, and then I couldn't really do shit on my phone because my phone wouldn't take off of Android Auto Connect, and every time I took it off, it would just connect right back on via either Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, and either way it go, whatever I was doing was on that big ass screen on the truck. So I'm trying to use the map on the fucking truck to see where police stations are located and drive myself to one based off the map, but without direction, if that makes sense. Alsip police station is not one of them motherfucking police stations. It's on one of them blocks where it's kind of hidden. Like, you could flip 2 blocks and then be lost and won't see it again. Like, that type of shit. So I couldn't find that motherfucker on my own. I needed the GPS. So I'm like, damn. So and then I say, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go to the airport. It's always police at the end of the fucking arrivals or departures at the airport. So I go drive through Midway Airport. And when I say not one motherfucking police car, now the sun completely up. It's broad fucking daylight again. And I'm like, man, like, how can I do this? What I gotta do? What I gotta do? So I'm steady trying to think. But when I tell you I'm so motherfucking sleepy that I'm damn near falling asleep at the fucking wheel. So I can't think. I'm trying, but I can't. So I'm like, fuck. Go back down. Instead of going back up Cicero to South Cicero, I went east on 63rd. I went up to 63rd Street and then I went towards east. And in my mind, I'm like, I'm finna go to Inglewood and take his ass to the police station in Inglewood. So, but in my mind also, I'm like, it can't be Halsted because that's gonna be obvious. You know what I'm saying? 79th Halsted can't take him over there because that's gonna be obvious. You know you going right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I got to figure it out. So I'm like, I know he know my grandpa neighborhood. So I'm going to go that way towards grandpa house. Now, as we riding, it's no police out or nothing. We don't see no police. By the time we get to around grandpa house, it's some police right there and they got somebody pulled over. And he like, he cocked his gun back. He cocked the 40 back and he say any fucking thing and I'm finna air their ass out on my fucking soul. Like, this what he said. So I'm like, oh my fucking God. So I don't say nothing. I just stopped at the fucking red light and turned left. This is 71st Street. So now I'm going down. I'm not gonna say the block because y'all ain't finna be stalking me and shit. But I go down the block and I say it's one on 63rd and Loomis. And so I turn on 63rd Street and I drove his ass right to the motherfucking police station. Got the fuck out, walked into the police station, told them that I've been driving in my motherfucking car for 5 hours and sitting for 5 hours while this nigga threatened me. His weapon is on his lap. He put it in his own mouth. I didn't tell y'all that part. In between that time, he put the weapon in his own mouth and he said, I know I was gonna die. I knew I was gonna unalive today. Did you know you was? Is what he asked me. So, I tell them everything that's going on and they like, oh, he's still sitting in the car. The man still ain't got out the car. He's literally still sitting in the car. So the police like he get up. One of the police officers, he get up like he finna walk out the door. He said, wait, you say you got a weapon on him? I said, yeah. He set his ass back down on my fucking soul. He set his ass back down. He looked out. He said, well, at least he's leaving your vehicle. Dude packing up and leaving out the car. Nah. I'm like, right, and he gonna go right down the street. Like, what if I drive past him and he shoot me? You know, he hurt. You know, whatever. Damn, like, what the fuck? And he like, no, you're gonna be fine. Blah blah blah. You take these 2 police reports to 555 Harrison and all this other shit. So it's after 7 a.m. I instantly go straight to Harrison, go see the judge, and get the emergency restraining order. Boom. I haven't said a word to that bitch since then. Don't care to. Ain't got a word to say. He emailed me 1 million times. He started off by apologizing and saying that he popped the perk 30 that day. And then he doubled back like almost a week later and was like, oh, Yvette took me to the hospital. You know, y'all drugged me, blah blah, all this other shit. And I'm like, bro, I don't even do drugs. I don't play with drugs. Like, is you out your damn mind? So that's him building the overlay for the underplay. You know what I'm saying? Then he like, oh, and false accusations are illegal. You're gonna go to jail. All these other I'm like, yeah, this shit. So at this point, that's the situation. That's where it left off. Period.